You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and somebody on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you on another Let's Play episode of Sylving. And let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. There we go, okay. Finally clear of the square, we take a left down a short path onto an open street. Here we are, the Golden Hills End. I've seen plenty of taverns like this in games, so I think I know what to expect. It's funny they always had names like the Dancing Badger. I guess in a world filled with beast folk, names like that don't carry the same charm. Alright, let's head inside. I remember this scene, it's a good one. I follow the wolf into the building, and it's just like how I envisioned it to be. The floor is made of cobblestone, as are the walls of the first floor. The second floor is entirely made of wood, and has a mezzanine overlooking the activity below. The archways are intricately detailed. Symbols twist and writhe across in patterns that are at once alien and vaguely familiar to me. I can't imagine how long it must have taken to carve them all. Looking over the counter, I can see the bars well stocked with small barrels, bottles, flagons, and other spirits. Beside it is a massive door leading into what must be the kitchen. The aromas coming out of it are almost enough to lift me off my feet. I can clearly smell the decadent flavors of melted butter and salt-grilled meat. My mouth is already watering. I swallow to keep myself from actually drooling. Most of the tables are empty, though. Must have beat the lunch rush, or missed it. Either way, everyone's at the market shopping, so we practically have the place to ourselves. Big Wolf! A brown blur darts out from behind the counter, before seizing Agnarr's leg in a tight embrace. His arms and legs are wrapped around Agnarr, tight enough to hold himself aloft. He's smiling ear to ear, giggling as he buries his face into the wolf's fur. But then he finally notices me, and his eyes go wide in surprise. He promptly releases Agnarr and begins hopping from foot to foot in sheer excitement. Oh, I know you. You're the weird-looking lion with the funny clothes. Oh! The cub wilts a little at the chide, but immediately forgets his manners again, pointing crudely at me and bouncing in place. But he's the one one of my friends told me about. He's that weird drunk lion. He's not drunk, Ol. He's recovering from a severe illness and is having trouble walking. Be nice and don't judge him by what others say. Old Pout puts his pointing finger down, but he continues to stare in silence before seizing Agnarr's leg again. Is he growling? Oof! Oh no! Oh, the dreaded has me in his clutches. Agnarr drops down to one knee, acting like he's been gravely wounded. There's only one way I can save myself. Take this, fiend! He lunges at the little bear cub, tickling his sides up and down. Ol squeals in laughter, relinquishing Agnarr's leg and scrambles in a futile effort to shield his most ticklish spots. Ha! I have found his weakness. Agnarr gets his paws under Ol's arms and hefts him up high. The little guy's reveling in his theatrics with the biggest grin on his face. No! You win! You win! I think he might be getting overstimulated, but the wolf continues with a smirk and a sing-song voice. I don't know. I think this little brisket could use a chomp chomp. Ah, no. The cub wiggles wildly, but it's no use. His fate is sealed. He's in the clutches of the mighty wolf, and his belly is forfeit. Agnarr's maws spread wide, threatening to blow the cub's little tummy, or take a bite out of him like a burger. Before the fateful blow is struck, our eyes meet and he freezes. Despite the utterly charmed smile plastered on my face, he ceases immediately, though the wolf himself is wearing his own big dopey grin. Alright, young fiend, I'll spare you for now, but no more of your shenanigans. Okay. Agnarr puts Old down, who darts back behind the counter into the next room, squealing the moment he's released. So, big wolf, huh? Yeah, he always calls me that, but I like it. That's Old. He's Brum's cub. Brum? The owner of the inn, and also the head chef in the kitchen. He does most of the cooking, and is actually the one who prepared everything I brought you to eat, aside from the bread. Really? Didn't know an inn like this would serve takeout. The ones I know usually don't. The ones I know usually make you dine in. Lucky for you, I'm the exception. Ever since I told him about you, he's been more than happy to lend a paw. That's so nice of him. I should really thank him when I get the opportunity. What's he like? Brum? Well, he's got a big personality in the frame to house it. Ha! I wonder what he means by that. Because he's a bear? A little bear cub pokes his head over the counter, having climbed up a stool to stand on. Big Wolf, Dad wants to know if you're dining in or taking it with you again. Well, it's up to Aron. Would you like to stay a while? He leans in and lowers his voice. We don't have to, but I can promise everything tastes much better right out of the kitchen. Tough call, tough call. Go back to the house and cultivate my cabin fever some more, or enjoy a hot meal in a cozy inn and get to make a new friend, this Brum fellow. You know what? I think I'll stay for a bit. Hey, Ol, I'd love to eat here, see what your dad can make. Yes! Would you like to show us a tour at table? I know you've been practicing how to greet a noble. The little one's face lights up. He scampers down and around the counter before coming to a rigid stop before us. Right this way, my lord. He bows in comedic fashion, sweeping his arm low and wide with a gallant flourish. And then leads us to one of the available tables, chin raised snootily in the air and walking on his tippy toes. Please have a seat. He's speaking with an intentionally poor, pompous accent. It's hard not to chuckle. I hope he doesn't speak to actual nobles this way. I don't think they'd appreciate it. We take our seats with a gracious air, following the cub's lead in this little skit. The chairs are a tad bigger than the ones back at the house. My feet barely touch the ground, while Agnarr only has to bend his knees slightly. The best seats in the house. Thank you, Master Ol, you're too kind. Now that we're seated, could you introduce yourself to our newest guest? The little bear beams, dropping the act and extending a hand to me. I'm Ol. Nice to meet ya. I take his hand and give a gentle shake. Nice to meet you too. I'm Aron. You must take on a lot of responsibility around here, big guy. How old are you? I'm 6. 4, 5, I'm 7 years old. He puffs out his chest with pride. You had a birthday last month, right? Yeah, Dad got me the biggest honey cake, too. Do you like honey, Mr. Lion? His name is Aron. Do you like honey, Aron? This kid's adorable, and he acts pretty much the same as any other human kid his age. I sure do. It's super sweet. I like to have it with my breakfast. Oh, do you think you could check on your dad in the kitchen? You know how much he appreciates your help. The cub sees right through Agnar's gambit and makes his displeasure known. But Agnarr, you promised you'd play with me today. He's hunching his shoulders and pursing his lips. A look of more pain and betrayal could not be mustered. I know. I'm sorry, but I've been appointed this nice lion's guard. You know I don't shirk from my duties. Could you forgive me? But you're always busy. It's been so long since we last played. The little bear cub stares at the ground, paws pulling at the hem of his shirt, and looking sincerely dejected. His eyes start welling up with tears, and his round ears droop pitifully. His lips pucker out, and he looks up at me with the biggest eyes. Oh my god, my heart! Sad, cute animals are our greatest weakness! He shuffles his feet, a big tear rolling down his cheek. I thought I had tougher skin after all those animal cruelty ads. I know he's just playing me, but there's a limit to how much sad cuteness I can take. But I also need Agnarr. It's my first time out and about, and I really don't know what to do if something happens. Ugh, the eyes! No more! Can't say no to a face like that. I'm not a monster. You win this round, you cute little crocodile. You can go play with Agnarr. I'll be fine. Agnarr gives me a concerned look. You can see the struggle in my face. He knows. No, Aron, I can't just leave you alone in an unfamiliar place just so I can go play. What sorcery allows you such immunity to this crystallization of misery? And in the form of a teddy bear! I grip my teeth, now spellbound to aid the cub in his quest. Come on, it's the middle of the day and everyone saw me come in with you. Who's gonna mess with me, alright? I'll be fine. Before he can retort, I continue. Besides, you did promise him. Yeah, you and Dad always tell me it's important to keep your promises. You wouldn't want to set a bad example, would you? And at last, the emotional blackmail piles too high. The wolf breaks. Alright, we can play, but only for a little bit. Yay! The cub scampers over to a more open part of the inn. Agnarr pushes himself up, leaning forward and whispering to me as he does. I won't be far. If anything happens, just call out for me. Got it? Alright, I will. Good. I'll have Brum bring you a drink to start with. Well, I'd better make a good first impression. How's he like? Brum's larger than life. His size might be intimidating, but I promise you that he's a good man. He'll like you. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh. He'll like you. You'd have to actually try to get him to dislike you. The playful pair make their way behind the counter and into the kitchen. I can hear them talking, but can't make out what they're saying. I lean back in my chair and just take in my surroundings. The This is nice. The casual atmosphere, the quiet chatter of the sparse clientele. It's like a quaint medieval spin on any family establishment you'd find back home. The tables are pretty close together, though, so I imagine it's a very different vibe when the place is packed in the evening. But right now, it's calm and relaxing. I can just laze back and let my mind wander. My eyes drift from table to table, watching three patrons eat and chat in a jovial manner. I catch one of them staring at me, before quickly averting their gaze. I stop people-watching after that and just stare down at my hands resting on the table, twiddling my thumbs. I've never been a subject of public interest before. It's awkward, but at least they don't seem aggressive or scared, just curious. My attention snaps back to reality when a proverbial mountain of fur comes towards me. At first I mistake him for one of the patrons, but as he gets closer I can see the bears coming from the kitchen and making a beeline for me. That's Brum! He's massive! He walks up to me, a big, almost expectant grin on his face. I have to crane my neck back just to see his big nose. You must be the Lord Aron that Agnarr told me about. It's a real pleasure to meet you. I gawp at him silently, forgetting how to speak. Agnarr said he would be big, but I'm just a pebble compared to him. His arms are definitely thicker than Agnar's, and his legs are actually the size of tree trunks. But I'd probably have legs like that too if I was hefting around a gut like that. What do these guys eat to get this enormous? He sets a tankard before me on the wooden table. It's so small compared to the bear that I didn't even notice him carrying it. I swallow nervously, finding my voice again. You're Brum? My lips won't stop quivering. I'm trying my hardest to not take off running from my seat. One and only, and I welcome you to the Golden Hills Inn. Wanted to give you a proper Dulcet welcome. Hope you're enjoying our town so far, my lord. Dulcet? I wonder if that's the name of the village. But why lord? Does he think I'm one? Agnarr told me you're a traveling noble, been hearing word round town, too, but you're not at all what I expected. We don't get many high society folk through that door, though Agnarr has brought that Vitskogan fella here a few times. I heard you've got some real colorful clothes, too. I wish I could have seen him. Heard all sorts of fanciful things about him. Colorful, right. That's the polite way to put it, I guess. Yeah, this place is pretty different from home, so I needed something more local and less eye-catching. Oh, a shame. Maybe I get to see him someday. I'm just so glad I finally get to meet you in person. Wanted to give my lord a proper welcome to our humble village. You said that already, but he's so friendly that I don't even mind. At the same time, I'm resisting the urge to cringe. He really thinks I'm a noble, huh? I'm gonna have a talk with Agnarr about this. I didn't realize my new identity came with a status. I don't have a clue how I'm supposed to present myself. I overheard you meeting my son. Real card, that one, huh? Hope he's not been too much trouble for you. I'd like to meet you. Like you to meet Gertrude as well, but she don't want tables till the evening. Real spirited gal and a total heart-stopper. She's the prize beauty of Dulcet. Why, half the men come here just to get a look at her. Helps the flow of coins, you know. Maybe you've already heard of her. Wouldn't be the first time someone made their way here just to meet her. No, it's my first time hearing about her, but she must be something pretty special, huh? Oh, trust me, she's the most beautiful woman you'll ever see this side of Nortenden. One look and you'll be left speechless. I can't help but feel like he's playing her up a bit too much. But seeing as he's her employer, I guess that's expected. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!